On the notice here, which is, what is this? What do they call it? Regarding the order from whatever this proceeding was last week. What do they call this? Sworn petition. Insofar as it's a sworn petition, it is not an affidavit, which means it does not fulfill the legal requirements of an affidavit regarding service of notice. And under number 8, bond for possession, there was no bond posted by the plaintiff in this case. When I attempted to appeal, they would not accept my affidavit and said that I owe a bond for double the judgment amount. Well, the judgment amount was $0. Double zero is 0. So it's not appropriate to say that the bond due is $500. A. B. There was no bond on the original motion, which means this was a completely fabricated, completely unlawful proceeding that had no legal merit, and they knew it. And I said at the time when I went down there, the whole point was to compel a fraudulently elicited bond on my faith and credit. We've just spent 3 days with derivative proceedings that have revealed substantial amount of crime. This is very harrowing. I want them out of here. If you're not going to provide me with suitable accommodation that is actually commensurate with what I deserve, including as restitution for what happened when I was illegally evicted from Fort Worth after being threatened with physical violence, and it necessitated me fleeing the city, only so I could be brought to Dallas and robbed, including through being subjected to a completely fraudulent proceeding that only served to attempt to defraud the military and reveal a scheme involved with trafficking children of members of the military as part of some alleged teacher's retirement system plan? No. We're not even going to mess around with this. It is not fair that my entire fucking life was supposed to be harvested in order to be laundered through somebody claiming that they have entitlements they do not. That case should never have been allowed to have commenced. And when I said that I had misgivings about it and had concerns that illegal activity was being incurred during the course of it before it proceeded, that should have been acknowledged, and I should have been provided with legal support up until this time, including the arrest of the person that I understand initiated it, as well as the removal of whoever alleges that she's the trustee that has been doing all of these illegal activities in my name and with my identity since then. Yes, there were mitigating circumstances beforehand, but it behooved somebody within the state of Texas that actually had legal authority to take responsibility for the profundity of crimes that have mounted until this time. Now here's the problem. They can't legally enforce anything about this. Insofar as there was any order for possession, they never bonded it. There was no bond regarding a request for possession. So they can't take possession of any of my property, and they can't do anything to evict me legally. The ironic thing is, what was a justice court doing allowing a proceeding to commence regarding an order of possession that didn't have a bond and, in lieu of bond, didn't have an affidavit? The fact that they rejected my affidavit is proof that they would have needed to have actually posted bond and provided proof of that bond being posted in order for anything about this proceeding to be legitimate.